Here is a hip stretch and a leg stretch. Just going over a couple different ways to do pigeon pose and good stretches to do for your lower body in the morning, when you have time, when you see a chair and you want to bust out your yoga pose. I'm going to watch the clock too, and we're going to make this a 10-minute video, so super quick and easy, one that you can do on repeat if you want to, and let's just go ahead and get started. So when you sit down in a chair, come to the edge of the chair, the front edge of it, so that we can work with your legs a little bit easier, and we'll just go with the basic pigeon pose stretch or figure four stretch, crossing your ankle over your knee. When you do that, go ahead and place your hands onto your legs, find a little lift from the center of the chest, and then as you move forward, those shoulders will stay gently back, and you can find your spot that feels okay to lean into, and then close your eyes or look down at your leg and take a few breaths. I'd say at least, I'm going to give you a little bit of a range from 2 to 5 deep breaths. So whatever you have time for today, at least 2 breaths into that hip area. Good, okay. The easy part is we're going to come up and just do the other side. So go ahead, find yourself a squeaky chair and start to lean in. And remember to give yourself permission to just experience the opposite side, the next side that you're doing, as it is. You don't have to do things exactly the same. It's up to you to kind of tune in and listen to where your body's at, how it's feeling, and what will be best for you in this moment. So we'll take those slow, deep breaths, focused awareness on the hip, lower body, leg. Good. All right. So as long as you want to hold for those, and then we will do a leg stretch by extending your left leg out. Balance onto your heel, keep the toes of your foot flexed up towards the ceiling, and then you just want to lean down as far as you feel comfortable leaning forward. So it doesn't mean you have to touch your toes and strain. Really feel all the way down where you find the spot. Find your spot. And then once you land there, go ahead and focus on your breathing. And definitely as you breathe, you may change focus a little bit. You may go a little bit further down your leg. You may just stay where you're at, but definitely tune in as you breathe. Good. And then we will slowly come up and try this on the other side. So balance on the heel, toes flex up, lean down, find your spot. Once you find your spot, start your breathing. Tuning in. Good. All right, then slowly roll back up. And let's just take those 2 poses up a notch. So that stretched the back of the legs. Now we'll do a standing pose that stretches the back of the leg again. This is also a balance pose too. So when you stand next to a chair, find the leg to bring up onto the seat of the chair. From there, catch your balance and bring your hands down onto the front side of the chair. You can lean down and let your shoulders drop as far as you're comfortable with that. If you're feeling a little dizzy from hanging forward like this, you can keep an active neck, which is just kind of like lifting up. You can still drop down with your shoulders without having to dump your neck and head down though. So figure that out for a moment for you. Check in with your breathing, and then pay a little attention to the hip, the lower back, the leg. Good. Okay, so take your time, come back up, and then we'll go around to the other side. Other leg comes up and onto the chair. Find your balance points as you bring your hands down in front. Maybe you want to hang an arm down and let your body hang a little bit more, unless that head and neck are making you feel dizzy hanging like that. So find your pose and try to breathe into it. Really feel both soles of the feet as they hold you up in a different way. Good, okay, let's come back up. And then we'll turn the chair. And I really like the idea of this being utilized on your bed, which is going to be a little higher than the chair, and also going to have more space on the wide side and a softer cushion. So I'll show you with the chair if you ever feel like doing pigeon pose this way, but I like for you to use this on your bed versus maybe on a chair like this. But okay, so we'll go ahead and pick a knee. So left knee, come up onto the seat of the chair, and then as you slide up there, you could wiggle your back leg back a little bit. You could relax in the shoulders and lean forward over your leg that's on the chair. You could bend your back knee a little bit for a little bit of a different stretch. Try the combo of doing either one of those and see how it feels. And we'll just, if you're hanging out in this pose, just give yourself 2 to 3 breaths. Alright, so you get the gist of that. You can hold it longer if you want to. You can always press pause and breathe a little bit longer. Always do the other side with no expectation for it to be exactly the same as what you just did with your other leg. So once you find yourself set up and adjusting as you need to, we'll take 2 deep breaths. And then to come out of that, I would like to have you follow with holding onto the edge of the chair. It's a downward facing dog using a chair instead of the floor. So what you do is walk your legs back, pull your sitting bones back, or pull your bum back towards the wall behind you, and then drop your head just a little bit. And you decide if you want to drop your head a little further than that, if you want to keep your head up and a little active. Hold on to that chair and just lean back into those legs. Take a breath. Good, then you can slowly walk your feet back in. And I always recommend, maybe if you've got the time, to repeat that sequence a couple of times, open up the hips, or just do these little stretches intermittently throughout your day. So good luck, keep practicing, and see you soon.